Hey everybody, Adrian Morrison here, and in this video, we're going to be sharing with you the exact process that we use for bulk CSV drop shipping, okay? So there's been a little bit of training on this so far. We've explained what it is. We've explained how to set up Shopify to send you the reports, the CSV files with all of the orders. Now, we want to show you how it's actually done. And we are going to let you look at one of my orders for upwards of, I think it's $5,000 worth of product and exactly how we do everything. Now, keep in mind, sometimes people will use PayPal, which is much easier in common sense. But if you're doing it through Aliexpress, which some vendors will require, then there's a little trickery. And we're going to make it really, really easy for you, okay? So you can get this done. You can start doing bulk drop shipping in 5 simple steps, okay? 5 simple steps. And in a second, I'm going to share my screen with Casey, my wife, who handles all of this stuff for me. And she's going to walk you through one of our orders and exactly how it's done. So first, let me outline these 5 simple steps for you. Number 1 is you need to export the order files in an Excel spreadsheet directly from Shopify. Now we have an entire video on how to set that up and how to automate it so you can see exactly how that's done. Once you do it one time, it's automated forever. All you have to do once you get that file, which ours is automatically sent to us every day at midnight, is take that Excel spreadsheet with all of the orders that you want to make your bulk purchase for and send that file to your vendor. So you should have your vendor from AliExpress's email address. So you would just email them the file and say, hey, here's all the orders that we want to place so you can drop ship them in bulk for us. All right, step number 3 is once you send them that file and they review it, they review all of the orders, that's just going to have all the customer information, everything on there. They're going to send you back an invoice with a link to pay for all of those products. Now keep in mind, you've already been paid by the customers, right? At this point, you have the customer's money. So any money that you invest into the product is not even your money. It's your customer's money. You're left over with the profit. So you're using other people's money. You're not shipping it yourself. You're not stocking it yourself. You're not keeping inventory. You're literally playing as a middleman, but you're able to build your brand and automate everything. And it's all risk-free. So they'll send you back an invoice. And on that invoice, they'll usually include a payment link directly to AliExpress, or they'll send you a PayPal invoice, one of the two. So they'll ask you to pay the invoice using Alipay or with PayPal. Very, very simple. Step 5 is they then send you your original CSV file back with tracking numbers included by each order. So go back up to step 1. You see that step 1 where you exported a file with all of the orders on it that you wanted to pay for and you wanted your vendor to ship out? They're going to take that exact file and they're going to send it back to you. But when they send it back to you, it's going to have all of the tracking numbers on it that are for the orders that they sent out. So you're still getting tracking numbers, right? So they're going to send that file back to you and it's just going to have all the same information, but it's going to include the tracking numbers. So it's a beautiful thing, and it's 5 simple steps. You send them the orders, they then will send you an invoice. You pay the invoice using AliExpress or PayPal, and then they send you back the order files with all the tracking numbers on it. You never have to worry about it again. They're going to ship it out to your customers. You've got net profit left over in the bank. You used other people's money to make this purchase, and you just shipped out who knows how many products with literally 5 simple steps with not risking any of your own money at all. No warehousing, no stocking, no inventory. It's so Simple. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to X out of this PowerPoint, and I'm going to show you a sample file that we export, that we have Shopify send us every day. So let me do that real quick. All right, so right here is an example of a CSV file that we will have sent to us. Now, if you watch the other training videos, you're going to see a video that shows you exactly how to get Shopify to send you this file right here, okay? And this is just a small little example. So it's got the order number, that's from Shopify, the customer's first name and last name. I put X's there because I didn't want to, share anybody's personal info. The country, the state, the shipping city, the shipping address that they entered, their zip code, their phone number if they put it, the item that they purchased, and of course the quantity of the item that they purchased. And notes and refunds are something that we add in case the person refunds. Now, you're going to send this file to the vendor, okay? Now, remember, this is a little example file. There's going to be a completely new video and unique video for you to watch. It's going to show you exactly how to set up your file to send you everything you need. So it would have the SKU or the product name that they ordered and the quantity of the product, the quantity that they ordered, okay? This is the file that we send to our vendor that we're doing business with that's offering these specific products. That's step one. Now, fast forward to step 5. Our vendor is going to send this exact same file back to us, but they're going to have included another column called tracking. And they're going to have all of the tracking numbers next to each order. So this file it's like a boomerang. We send it out, we throw it out, and it loops back around and comes back to us by means of the vendor emailing it to us. And it's going to have a new column that they'll provide with all of the tracking numbers. So it's just for us to keep, so we have all of the tracking numbers. All right, so I've shown you step 1, and I've just shown you step 5, okay? I've just shown you the file that we exported and what it's going to look like when your vendor sends it back to you. Of course, yours may not look exactly like this. It may not have everything in this order, or it may not have a yellow column. What matters is the information that's in here, not how it looks. But they'll usually send it back to us with a tracking number here. And we don't have to do anything with that tracking number. It's just for our records, for our files, in case we need it. All right, so we're going to walk you through steps, or my wife Casey is going to walk you through steps 2, 3, and 4. All right, so what we're going to do is I am going to share the screen with Casey because we are on a live webinar right now, and she's going to show you what we do after we send this file to them and they reply back with step number 2, which is the invoice for us to pay. All right, so Casey, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make you the presenter, and it's going to ask you if you want to share your screen. So just make sure you have everything in order, and when you do, just hit show my screen.
Okay.
All right, now we can see your screen, and what I see now is an Excel file. Now, this is the file that the vendor sent to you, right? So after we sent in our file of all of the orders, this is the invoice, right?
That's correct.
So this example is not going to be using PayPal because PayPal is really easy. They send you an invoice, boom, you pay it, no big deal. This example, we're going to show you a bulk order that we have drop shipped using Aliexpress. And what they've done is that in the invoice, they have sent us a list of all of the items that we've purchased or that customers have purchased, the quantity of each, and what they actually total out to. So this is our cost. And then over here in this big column is an actual link to pay this invoice. But here's what's unique. All right, so Casey, before you click on that, you may have sold phone cases, watches, necklaces, shirts, scarves. They're all in here. This is a whole bunch of different items that one vendor provides for us. Okay, and they're sending us this link as an invoice to pay for all of these products through Aliexpress. But here's the trickery. Here's where a lot of people, they're not able to use this because they don't know what it is they don't know. This is a very unique strategy that we have figured out with our vendors that you can very easily duplicate. You just have to know that it exists. Once you know that it exists, once you see what we're about to show you, it's going to blow your mind, and it's going to make things so much easier. Because now, if a vendor doesn't want to take PayPal, you're going to have the ability to also do bulk drop shipping through AliExpress. So, Casey, I'm going to let you take it from here, and I'm going to let you explain to everybody why they're seeing what they're seeing and how it's all done. And just before you go, is this order actually ready to be paid for? Can you just, are you going to be able, can we pay it like in real time on this video?
Yes. Yeah, we can.
All right, so just remember when you're scrolling around, before you scroll down, pause and scroll and then talk again, because this is live and I'm going to have to block out and blur out some of our personal information. So, just keep that in mind, everybody. That nobody else does this. Nobody does it. They'll show you some bullet points, but I'm going to show you an actual live recording of us making a huge purchase on AliExpress for drop shipping products that probably made us in the neighborhood of, what do you say, Casey? This is like a $5,000 invoice. It probably generated for us, what, $12,000, $13,000?
Well, it's about 3 days worth, so probably even more than that.
Oh yeah, well this is probably like $20,000.
Yeah, more
Like
like 20,000
like
probably.
$20,000 of money that was paid to us. And we're
Right.
only going to be, and that number is not exact, okay? We're guesstimating. I don't even know what days this is for, but we're about to spend about $5,000 on these products. But I want you to keep in mind, all of these products were already paid for by customers. So we have a fat amount of profit already sitting in my bank account. And after I've got my money, and I'm safe and I've been paid, I'm coming back in and I'm paying this invoice right here. And I don't mind because I'm spending other people's money to do it. And what's left over is my profit. All right, Casey, so I'm going to let you take it away, guys. I think this is huge. You're getting to see exactly how this is done in real time. You're watching us make a real order for my business. And I doubt anybody's ever done this for you before. So I hope you enjoy it. Casey, let's go.
Okay, so what you see here is an itemized report of basically all the items that we ordered from our vendor. So like Adrian said, the CSV files that you pull from Shopify, when you email them, obviously they're going to be for all different types of products. So the reason there's so many line items here is because each line item is a product and then the price that it cost us for that quantity of products. Now, this is for 3 days. You'll see that they're all listed here, and in one column, which is column E, they're going to give me a link. This link here is how I pay for all 3 days worth of product. When I click this link, it's going to take me to AliExpress, to this page that shows our total. And that total, I know this is just says for cell phone covers, but this total includes every item that we actually purchased from the vendor.
All right, so what you're saying is AliExpress can't like send you an invoice that itemizes every single little product. Like, I mean, they can't make a page, like one page that sells
Right.
everything on one page. So what our vendor did was they created a unique product on their store that they send us a link to. And it's got the price of our invoice, which is $5,798.90. It shows an image of cell phones, but that's just for show. I mean, that's just something has to be there. We're actually ordering probably like 10 different types of products, like watches and stuff. This is just a way to be able to bulk drop ship and pay using AliExpress's payment system. That's correct, right, babe?
Correct.
Okay. So once you get to this point right here, don't be alarmed if it doesn't list all of the products that you sent them on the invoice. This is just a means to get to pay for the items, right? This really, what's on this page doesn't matter. All that matters is what's in that invoice, and of course that you pay it. So what do you do from here?
Okay, so you'll take the same process as if you're ordering an individual item. You'll just select any option here. Obviously, it doesn't matter. And you're just going to click Buy Now. When you get to the AliExpress order page, what you're going to want to make sure that you do before clicking Pay is in this address box here, the best thing for you to do is to put in your individual address, because basically for AliExpress, they want the vendor to actually ship a product every time you make a bulk purchase with them to the actual person who's paying. So they need a tracking number that says they ship something to your address. So with the address here for bulk orders, you're going to put in your own personal address.
Right, so make sure in this box, because remember, if you've been doing one by one drop shipping, it's going to have whatever address you last made a order for in this box. So just make sure that it's your address. It doesn't mean they're going to send it to you. This doesn't mean that this is the address. They're not going to send us all of this product. They're going to send it to all of the people that we sent them a file on, right? This is just for, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just standard practice for AliExpress, okay? So put in your address, and then what, Casey?
Then you're going to scroll down. And obviously, when you're doing a bulk order, you don't have to come in the box and put like we did in the last video where you have to click, please don't include an invoice, etc. This is just for you, just for your link. They're sending it all individually to your customers. So you'll just scroll down and you're going to click Place Order. Once you click Place Order, it's going to come to the payment page where it's going to have your stored information from Alipay, and then you're just going to click Pay Now.
We have now placed an order for close to $6,000 in products, and remember, these products have probably generated for us in the neighborhood of 20,000 to maybe even 25,000, because I know right now we're doing around I think it's like $15,000 a day in revenue right now. So if that's for 3 days worth of revenue, I'm going on the low end and saying this is $25,000 worth of product. So we've been paid a ton of money. All we did was take that money and use a small portion of it to fulfill these orders. Now they're going to be shipped out to our customers. And this can all be done, this whole process can be done in about 5 minutes. You export the file, you send it to your vendor. That's step one. All right. And then step two, after you send that file to your vendor, is of course, well, actually, step one is export the file. Step two is send the file to your vendor's email address. Step three is get their invoice, like Casey showed you, and they should include a link to either PayPal or AliExpress there. And you click on that link. Step four, pay the invoice using AliExpress or PayPal. And step five, wait for them to send you an Excel file with the tracking numbers, which would be the same file that you sent them originally. It'll just now have tracking numbers on it. Really simple. I mean, this is the easiest way you could possibly do e-commerce online. It's risk-free. You're paid up front. You don't have any inventory, no warehousing, no stock. no employees that keep everything organized. You do have virtual assistants in many cases, but not like real employees that go into office or anything. And yeah, it's just so turnkey and automated. And we've processed well over 7 figures with this exact model, and it's just been great. Casey, have you ever had any complications at all? Any issues? Is there anything that people watching this video, students watching this video right now, should know? Like occasionally might happen that they should look out for, or is it just this easy every time?
It's usually this easy pretty much every time. I mean, it's always good to, let's say, whatever card you're going to want to use to purchase products from AliExpress. It's always good just to call the bank and let them know that you may be doing like multiple purchases at one time, because that's probably the only problem we've ever really run into, is just them thinking that I've gone in, or one of the virtual assistants has gone in to try and place 50 orders, and they're wondering why the orders are coming in back to back.
Yeah, so that's if you're doing the one by one shipping, and
Correct.
you'd be placing like a bunch of $1 orders.
Exactly. But that's kind of the only problem you really ever have with AliExpress is very user friendly. They're really good about, like we showed, responding, being able to cancel orders. You usually don't have any issues with them.
Okay, fantastic. Well, look, everybody, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was quite the candid video, and you saw us go through and place a $6,000 order for who knows how many products we just paid for, but now they're all being shipped. We've paid our vendor. Our profit is sitting in my bank account right now. It's really easy. And I hope that you learned a lot from this video. And remember, you've got both options. You can go in and do it one by one, or you can find a vendor that will do bulk drop shipping like we just showed you. And you can use the AliExpress option, which most of them prefer, or if possible, PayPal. Either way, you are protected. The AliExpress and PayPal, they protect the customers, right? They're more for the customer. So these are safe and secure ways to invest the money in products. It's risk-free and, of course, safe and secure. So I hope you guys enjoyed this training. Go ahead to the next video. We have a lot more great stuff for you. Once again, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much, Casey, for coming on and showing us how this is done. It's actually been quite enlightening for me because I forgot how to even do it since I don't do it anymore. So
Yeah.
thanks for coming on, and all right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.